And for the second time this year, Connor Hall will lead them through the KRC Power Steering Start Zone. James Ogle from United Rentals waves the green flag, and round number 4 of the Cars Tour season is underway.
Everybody makes it through the first lap, Tony.
They do. Connor Hall's out front. Not a surprise there. Very quick, but look at that already. We saw him starting to have a little bit of an accordion effect getting into turn number 3. Brakes. And folks said they're carrying so much speed as we're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Diaz underneath of the 4 of Justin Johnson. Let's move Diaz now up to 7th. Look at Chase Burrow on the outside as well. They said brakes are going to come into play because you're carrying so much speed. He's up there. Mason Diaz is making the outside work. So these guys are just deciding that, hey, let's get track position early. Look at Andrew Grady back there in the black 1 car.
Look at Mason Diaz on the outside, Tony.
Diaz is coming to the front, and he is pulling no punches. Challenge for the lead off turn 4. New leader, lap number 10. Mason Diaz to the point in turn 1. Absolutely. And look, here comes Andrew Grady. The same with him. They said, you know what? Go ahead. We'll see what happens later. And Connor Jones, another young hard charger, said, all right, I'll adopt that strategy too. I want to be in the front. Look at the fight for second. Connor Jones to the outside in the white 44. Grady back to 3rd. Connor Jones wants to lead this race now.
You know, one of the things that I noticed is...
Mason Diaz!
Oh, no!
Big smoke out of Diaz's Chevrolet, and the hand out the window. Looks like Mason Diaz's day, night, and race may be done. Unfortunate for Mason Diaz. Man, he cannot catch a break. That's it, as we've got a lead change in the back straightaway. Andrew Grady around Connor Jones. This is about our 4th different leader now in the first 26 laps. No, Grady's 5 seconds ahead of this group.
There's still 94 laps to go, so it's a long way from home, and that's still a lot of laps on those tires. Working on the cars, doing setups. Oh, we've got this leader getting reeled back in.
Yeah, Grady backed off the throttle big time, and here comes Connor Jones. Jones for the race lead the 2nd time here tonight. He wants a piece of the front yet again. New leader maybe off turn 4. Yes, Connor Jones back to the front on lap number 40. Check that. Caution is out. And Connor Jones will not be credited with leading that lap, but he tried really hard. Andrew Grady, the leader through the KRC Power Steering Restart Zone. Connor Jones alongside, and the New River 125 is underway yet again. And no surprise, Grady out to the lead, but look at this. Here comes Connor Hall for 2nd.
Connor Hall looking to the inside, but that's all it is just a look right now, and he's got, I believe, the 44 of Jones up on the high side, and Quapple looking to the outside, almost looking like he was going to go 3 wide. He does, going into 1.
Wow, power move. Carson Quapple around Jones. Braden Rogers put Quapple now to P3 as he tries to squeeze into a hole in the 3rd turn.
Connor Hall, another driver, also dropping like a rock, too. It was almost like he hit a switch or started tapping the brakes because he's lost over 5 positions so far.
Yeah, that's very un-Connor Hall-like. Again, unless the lap times are not where he wants to be right now and he feels it's getting too aggressive, that may be exactly what he had planned.
But what we are seeing, though, tonight, too, Tony, we're seeing a lot of comers and goers.
Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised because walking around through the pit area earlier today, everybody's answer that they gave me to questions was,
whoa, watch out, turn 1. Connor Jones, very aggressive underneath Carson Quapple. Now you see Andrew Grady in the same frame as 2nd and 3rd as we cross the halfway point. So halfway down and halfway to go. But, man, they are racy for 2nd on back now behind Carson Quapple. Saw him briefly 3 wide for a minute, but looks like Grady is starting. Whether he's falling off or drifting back intentionally, it's hard to say, but that gap definitely is shrinking.
Hard to say, but they are definitely reeling him in. Oh, contact!
Tyler Matthews, Connor Jones, Connor Hall tried to fit 3 cars in the space of 2. It almost didn't work out. And that was a great save. Maybe fell back, cooled his tires off, cooled the brakes off, who knows? But he now wants a shot at 2nd. He'll take the runner-up spot off turn 4, so move Hall back to P2. And here comes Matthews yet again. They're 3 wide once again.
Watch out.
That's Bradley McCaskill on the bottom.
Quapple the meat and the sandwich, and then Matthews just shuffled up to the top line of the track. He's going to lose multiple positions out there.
Through the KRC Power Steering restart zone, Andrew Grady is the leader, and Connor Hall gets the jump into turn number 1. Who's going to lead off the second turn? Nearly 3 wide for the race lead. Grady
slipped just a little bit. That's what allowed Hall to get the better run up on the outside, but Hall trying to roll the top right now as he takes the lead off turn 4.
Right about now, Andrew Grady is going, I thought I was saving. Maybe not. Well, yeah, maybe just a slip on the restart. He's pacing with Connor Hall at the moment. I look behind him. There's Chase Burrow up to 4th. Oh, man, things are starting to get good. Look, Carson Quapple's back to like 8th right now.
Chase Burrow.
Oh, big problem. Turn 3.
Oh, no. Carson Quapple involved. The number 10 involved.
Jensen Marchbanks is in it. Deke McCaskill, Tyler Matthews, Braden Rogers, the white number 2 of Brandon Pierce. The 95, Jacob Hefner. That is at least an 7 to 8 car incident in turn number 3. We might have another look at it here. Oh, that'll tell the tale. Yep, that'll do it.
Did McCarty maybe shove the 63 down the corner?
I don't
Watch
think
the 22.
So.
Watch the 22 as they go down the back straightaway. Quapple's on the inside. But watch, he may have given him a shove going in right.
Yeah, he's off of him. He's off of him.
No, he did not.
I think Carson was just aggressively trying to get into the corner. Tyler didn't think he was going to make it or be there. And you know how that works. Driver A hits driver B, and nothing either way, nothing any of them can do about it. Nobody now is going to be giving an inch. There's Burrow and McCaskill again for the 3rd place spot. Burrow had it that time to start-finish line.
Boy, Burrow is really trying to roll that top line of the track to get that momentum that he needs. And
whoa, contact with McCaskill.
Forward drive is one of the things that a lot of the drivers said they were going to be looking for tonight. And they're trying to find more contact as they get into 1. Almost 3 wide as Jason York tries to go down to the inside.
Yeah, the Reedsville Rocket now is a player in this one. And where did Caden Honeycutt come from? Quiet all night. There's Honeycutt, the Texan, up now to 7th spot. He makes it 3 wide briefly and then thinks better of it.
Hey, Jason.
And here goes,
watch out.
Honeycutt into Jason York. Turn 3, the trouble spot again. Honeycutt muscling his way through.
And what a heads-up display of driving by Jason York. Got the car sideways, and it looks like he's going to return the favor on that 12 of Honeycutt.
Let's go somewhere calmer, shall we?
Yes.
Let's go to the lead where the top 2 have checked out. Connor Hall and Andrew Grady. Let's not discount this. This is a fantastic fight as well for the race win. Aaron's car of McCumbee. And again, he was running last 40 or 50 laps ago. Oh, big contact, turn 3. Honeycutt into Jason York. Caution is out. And 32 laps to go. Connor Hall is the leader and the control car through the KRC Power Steering restart zone. And again, Andrew Grady did not get going.
What an incredible hole shot Connor Hall got in that number 77 car. It was like he hit the button and took off, and there goes the number 8 following him.
Chase Burrow, contact again. Zach Miracle and Bradley McCaskill in turn 3.
And here comes Chad McCumbee in the blue 16. He comes up to the 3rd spot right now. McCumbee started deep in the field and just bided his time, and now he's up to 3rd.
Because it's turning into that type of race. And look at this. Now to 2nd, Chad McCumbee by Chase Burrow. And here comes Grady trying to get back by Burrow for P3.
Yeah, but you know
I don't blame him. It's getting down to crunch time. You want to go as Connor Hall, we saw there on the corner of the frame, starting to check out a little bit. But this battle for 3rd, this is where it's at right now. Chase Burrow in command of the position. Grady contact with Connor Jones. And there went the barrels. Watch out, everybody else. Oh, Zach Miracle caught a piece of it as well. Hayden Swank catches a bit of it. I do believe Blake has caught up with driver number 1, Andrew Grady, to figure out exactly what happened. Blake?
Well, we certainly have, as the safety truck will pull by here in just a moment. But Andrew, such a strong night. What happened there?
I'm honestly not real sure. We were riding. I was still riding behind Connor. And then I broke off the wall, and Connor Jones decided there was a hole that I'm not entirely sure was there. Now, my guys have got a lot of work to do. My car's tore up, but they knew we were here. Drove from the back on the outside, led a bunch of laps, had a real good race car. Mike Darn, Tyler Wolf, all my guys. This is a good night for us. We're going to move on from here. But
Zach Miracle did not come down pit lane under that caution. He is going to continue in 6th spot with the damage on his 32 car. And with 21 laps to go, let's try this again.
It's going to get wild.
Connor Hall once again gets the launch.
Oh!
And he spun the tires, getting through the gears. Now Chad McCumbee is even with him for the race lead.
Good restart by Chad McCumbee.
Zach Miracle off the pace in the back after his problems earlier. Looks like he'll have to, big problems there with him and Brandon Pierce.
Trouble on the back straightaway. Caution flag flies with 21 laps to go.
We did not complete a lap, so Andrew Grady is still on the lead lap, FYI. And Miracle got caught up in an incident that
wasn't of any of his doing.
well, he
in
was
a way.
slow. Yeah, in a way,
He was trying to stay out of the way.
Yeah,
for sure.
He did nothing wrong. Let's put it that way. Zach did nothing wrong, and Jason York and Brandon Pierce tried to put 2 cars maybe in a space for 1 7/8.
It looks like Jason York may have made contact with Pierce, got Pierce sideways, made contact with Miracle, and yeah, the crash ensued.
Nothing Zach could have done in that situation. I saw it. He probably will see it differently, but just trying to get around a slower car, and he's probably mad at Zach Miracle, but let's find out what's on his mind. Blake's there.
Well, we will. Brandon Pierce riding along there. What were you trying to voice your concern to the officials about?
I got suspended in this series back in 2020 for stupid shit, and that right there is about one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I like Zach a lot, but he had too much damage to still be out there. He knew he had too much damage, and when we took the green, he's up at the top, and then the 18 spotters up there, I guess, drinking a cold one because he never told them that we were 3 wide and we got dumped.
Well, there you have it for Brandon Pierce.
We want to apologize for the language from Brandon Pierce, but you can tell the passion very, very deep, and understandably so in the situation he's in. But we are racing one more time. 21 laps to go. They're side by side for the race lead off turn 4.
Connor Hall trying to not make it very easy for Chad McCumbee, using him up on the outside a little bit. McCumbee is trying to be unflappable as Hall is trying to take that outside line away.
They're racing for the lead. They're 3 wide behind him for about 5th. Oh, more contact there as well. I don't know what to watch, Derek.
3 wide down the front straightaway right now.
Don't count out the other guy behind them either. See that black 08? Deke McCaskill is coming to the front too. This is the battle for the runner-up spot. Here goes McCaskill underneath McCumbee. This for P2. Can Deke get to Connor Hall for a shot at the race lead?
And it looks like McCumbee is going to give up the spot to McCaskill.
Yeah, Deke's car looks a lot better, not only on the stopwatch, but on the racetrack. The only problem is there's 5.5 laps to go. Will he run it out of time?
It's not over, Tony. 2 more laps to go. Something is going to happen in these next 2 laps.
Deke, a wider arc. That might help him get through the center in turn 1 and get off. Yes, now it's down about a car length on exit.
Hall's running a protection line out there. That's making him a lot slower.
This time by, white flag in the air, the first slip from Deke McCaskill as they go for the last lap around the Goodyear All American Speedway. Half a car length now off turn 2. The Deke McCaskill team looks to see who emerges as the leader off the final turn, and for the final chance, Deke cannot get there. Connor Hall will win the New River 125 by United Rentals, a narrow, hard-fought win over Deke McCaskill. Connor Hall, a first-time Cars Tour winner. We saw tears. We saw you crying in the race car. Why is this win so emotional for you?
I mean, I'm not really an emotional person at times, so I don't understand this. But, you know, my family has done a lot for me. They've pretty much sacrificed all their weekends and fun and, I mean, everything that they ever enjoyed before they pretty much had me for me to chase this dream. And I never even thought I was going to be in a late model when I was a kid. I didn't think it was possible. And, you know, just to have the success at this level it means a lot to me. It's really all I've ever wanted and worked for. And there's just so many people I can't even thank. It's just a really big deal for me.
The last few laps, the last half of the race was intense with all the position swapping, lines, everything else. And when things finally settled out, it was you and that veteran Deke McCaskill chasing you down. What was the crew telling you? What were you having to process in your mind behind the wheel? And how did you beat him to the stripe for your first career win?
I mean, the only thing I was really processing is, I mean, He was better than we were right there in the last 7 laps. I mean, I kept coming off of 4, and I felt like I run a little bit, untraditional line here as far as like a race pace, and I just felt it barely starting to slip the right rear tire every time we kept coming over the little hump in 4, and I was like, man, the last thing I really, really want to do is just, try to get greedy on my lead and throw this thing away, and then with 5 to go, that was all I had. So Deke kept us really honest. It's pretty cool racing on him. I literally grew up coming home after school and watching race replays of him and Lee Pulliam at Southern National and stuff. So he's always been one of my short track heroes. But I mean, it's crazy. I've wanted this so bad. We've been so fast and just had such bad luck, and we didn't run out of fuel tonight. So it's just all positives.
It's one of the reasons that fans love the Cars Tours, finishes like that. What more did you need to try and get just a little bit more on Connor Hall to make that a race at the end?
Yeah, I mean, like the drivers always say, one more lap, but I don't know. I mean, catching them and passing them was going to be two different things. And I was a little faster there at the end, but like I said, it was going to be hard to really pass them. I think 3 and 4, I was just a little bit better than he was, but I was wanting to kind of work myself under him. I just couldn't get to him quick enough and just run out of time. But like I said, he had a good car, man. Congrats to them guys. And we just come up 1 spot short, but just good to be back. We just took a couple months off while my wife recovers, and just had to kind of focus my life on her for right then. So just good to be back, and they wanted to come back as well, and just appreciate Per Your Tank Lines and Arnest Race Cars, Arnest Performance, John West Racing Engines, and it's a good finish for us, man. Feels good to be back.
Well, you mentioned your family. I don't think there was a bigger reaction to everybody down here in the pits jumping and screaming down here as you were pulling up there to the end.
Yeah, they love this more than I do. So just glad I can share this with them, because this is a huge family support. I got a lot of family support that backs me every race, so just good to have them all here.